Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of our survival Minecraft series. I honestly just want to start off by giving a massive thank you. The idea that I had for these little chapters has been pretty positively received, and that's that's awesome. Like honestly, that's really awesome. I can't thank you guys enough for your feedback on that. So, for this chapter, for the time being, we will be working on this base. And I kind of, you know, going in tune with that. I know that from here you can see it's still pretty empty on the inside. I I want to do something that I mentioned at the beginning of the series. And that is to not rely on coal. As you can tell, I've got a ton of bamboo going in the back. I think I planted like 2 stacks of bamboo, and we will clearly have way more than that. So I think you guys can guess where I'm going with this. If not, I want to build us an automatic bamboo farm. But in order to do that, I did not bring any quartz with me for some strange reason when we moved here. So I have to go back in. If I just go in there and grab a quartz real quick, that should be fine, right? Hopefully there's no flying balloons. Woo! Oh no! Uh, portal is gone. That is rather unfortunate. Well, we learn from our mistakes. I really hate the Nether. Hey, at least we get a free obsidian from this, right? I just need one piece of quartz, and I see the quartz. I just need to knock it. Come on, let me heal. Oh my goodness. Why? That's all I need. Get me out. I see another one though. Should I get greedy? I'm getting greedy about it. I'm being greedy. That's it. Get me out. Let me out. Get me out of here. Let me out. I don't want to be here no more. We'll take the chicken. Get me out. I want out. I hate the Nether. Hate the Nether. If memory serves correct though, I definitely have redstone. Okay, how many can I make? I can make 3 observers. That is good. So the idea behind this is I would have, we may end up having to dig another hole. I'm already going to need the depth anyway for the bamboo farm area. I don't want to dig this episode. I also don't want to go back into the Nether. I would really rather not have to deal with that again. But I do know that I am going to need some side clearance here. So let's just actually go this side since we already have a nice little cutout here anyway. So this whole room will be 9 by 9s. All right. So that's what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Although this side's going to go all the way over anyway. So I'm not terribly worried quite yet about thinking that out. I want to have our bamboo farm over on this side. And so what I'm thinking is that we could have it be a total of 10, like it can be 10 high. Because this is already pretty high, right? So that's 10 high excluding the bottom. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, maybe 7 actually. Maybe we'll go 7. So the observer will observe, obviously, the bamboo at 7, and then it will send a pulse down to the piston line, So now this has to go out by 9. So I am thinking, just so we can have a total of 27, I want to have the farm on all sides. This is just for the main area for in here. I want this main area to be pretty decent because this is where we're going to do all of our crafting and stuff. And plus with the bamboo farm. So I want to make sure that we have enough space for everything in here. Especially if I'm going to be digging down again. I might end up doing another 5x5 hole. But honestly, it's probably going to be closer to 3x3. So it'll only be 3 in width. Especially if I'm just going to go straight to a bubble elevator. That way we can just drop down and, just zoom back up. So I'm just gonna finish digging this out, and then we will get the first line going. I'm gonna have to dig down quite a bit. I'm thinking right here will be the 7th, since up here is the ceiling. Yeah, I'm gonna finish digging this out. I know it doesn't look impressive now, but we will definitely be working on this as we go. I'm just trying to get an area down here that we can use. And I think rather than doing it on this side, I might just end up going on this side. We are only going to need 'cause I want to put the observer right in the middle. A little flare to the wall. So I want to put the observer right in the middle, but I want to have the bamboo right up along the wall. So I'm thinking all we have to do is just kind of dig down this area and then maybe dig this out just so we can make it look a little bit more cohesive. We need to patch that up as well. So, oh yeah, so kind of what I'm thinking is I want to have them all lined up along the wall. So something like this, right? Yeah, so I'm thinking right here. So this will be 7. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. But then we also have to go one further down just for the actual base of the plant. And then we can do the same thing on the sides. Because in back here, we can have all of our redstone stuff. Obviously, we can decorate around it. But kind of what I'm thinking, though, just to make it look nice, is having glass. So that way we can still see the bamboo. I don't think I have anything to be able to color it, though. But I would very much like to dye it green. I would like to have green dyed glass. I think that would make it look a little bit more colorful down here. And then right here, we can actually have, them underneath. And that's just for like some parts, right? Because I would like to actually be able to have like our chests array and stuff. But maybe that's what we can do, right? So maybe along here. So maybe we might end up digging this down just a little bit more. Because then at the bottom, we could do our chests. Kind of like that idea. Maybe that's what we'll do. We'll dig this whole area down by 8. So I guess enjoy this little digging time lapse. Alright, so we have our hole dug out. So now what I'm thinking is I want to fill up at least one of these walls just to be able to get a better idea of the overall placement of the bamboo. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that means this will be the bottom floor right here. I guess we can do 9. Maybe we can actually use this to our advantage, because right here is where I'm thinking the dirt will go. So all the pistons would be here, so we would still have this one base. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 as the overall growth. Because when I'm kind of thinking, rather than having to do like a water system, we could just have a minecart rail thing constantly going. That might actually just be too much, to be honest. I don't think we could do one along this wall, because what I'm kind of thinking is that we can have our little furnace array over here. So then we can drop the piston down a little bit by block. Put the piston here. We will have to clear out this like back side. So let's see if we can at least just get this going, right? So I'm thinking that we could probably have simple something like this, right? I think we should probably go back one more block. Definitely don't want to be using our building blocks for the redstone. So I'm thinking we can just use the cobblestone. We can go something like this. Does redstone activate multiples along it though? I know there have been some changes to the redstone and how it actually works anyway, so if we have a line like this, and then we have redstone just kind of going behind it, no. Okay, so that doesn't work. However, would this work? Yes. Okay, so in order to get it to work like this, our redstone does have to be on the same level as the pistons, which is easy actually. That's a lot easier, because then that means we can just do something like this. It'll activate this redstone line. Should be able to get power like that. So let me chop down a thing of our bamboo. So if we were to just kind of do one of these things, right? It works. Okay, so this works. So now what we need to do though is actually have a pickup system. So if we just do one of these things, then we can probably do that. And then for here, since we're going to be using that for that, we can skip it for this side and go this way. All right, guys. So I was editing the 3 hours of footage that I had gotten, and apparently my recording software just stopped recording towards the end of this. But this is kind of where I wanted to leave it off anyway. I did drop the floor down by one more, and I did decide that we're going to use a hopper minecart railway system, which means we're going to have to get a little bit of gold to make some powered rails. And I've also decided that we're going to try and do a yellow and white stained glass checkered pattern. I think the bamboo is going to make it look nice anyway, so I'm not going to do anything with this back wall. But I am pretty happy with the progress that we made this episode. This is kind of where I wanted to be at, because in the next one, we will be able to get our furnace array going, which I think also means I'm going to have to make another trip in the dreaded nether. I hate going into the nether. I think I made that abundantly clear. But yeah, I do hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.